Hello? Hello out there? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Hello? Of course you can see me. Of course you can hear me. I'm looking at a camera that's got the little red on light going. I'm wearing a microphone. You can see and hear me, but I can't see and hear you. I'm staring at a lens on a camera. You're looking at me on a computer monitor or a TV screen. There's this invisible but impermeable wall of technology separating us. A wall that isolates you from me whenever we use the tech. There's two ways that this wall separates us.
First, the wall separates us from other people in our immediate vicinity. Here I am on the train. There could be somebody sitting right next to me. There could be people walking by. But the second that I take out my cell phone and start playing a game or texting, there's no way for anybody to approach me. And then, when I put in my headphones, the wall becomes complete and impermeable. No connection, just isolation. Second, the wall separates us from the very people we're trying to connect with over the tech. Here I am, circa summer 2007, playing World of Warcraft in my pajamas. I'm connected with other people playing World of Warcraft in their pajamas, on their couches, but we are all isolated from each other because we're in different rooms, because there are computer screens in front of us, and above all, because we're actually looking at animated characters, not at each other.
In both cases, the public one on the train and the private one on the couch, I isolate myself when I use the tech. But when I'm online, I don't notice the isolation because I'm still surrounded by other people. They just don't happen to be in the room with me. The isolation can lead to the danger of remote intimacy. Remote intimacy happens when I meet somebody online and I learn a great many things about that person very quickly. The trouble comes when I don't have a container to store that information in. And so I create an avatar of that person. Here's what I mean.
Let's say you and I meet online. We probably meet through a common interest, say Lord of the Rings. Then we discover that we both enjoy Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Doctor Who as well. Over time, I tell you that I play the guitar and that I've cheered for the Red Sox since I was in my mother's womb. I tell you that I'd love to live in England someday, that I love board games, that pretzels are dear to my heart. The problem is that knowing all these things about me conceals the reality that you don't know me, the flesh and blood me that cheers and strums and strategizes and does bad British accents and can recite a fair bit of Elvish. The cartoon version of me that you create lives only in your mind and in the virtual world. The real me is sitting behind a computer, making an avatar of you.
The wall of isolation leads to remote intimacy. The more we use the tech, the more remote intimacy defines our relationships. In 2010, I received over 80 Facebook messages on my birthday from various people who I've friended throughout the years. In 2011, I decided to remove my birthday from my Facebook profile, and I received exactly 7 birthday wishes. The computer didn't tell them, so my remote intimates didn't remember when my birthday was, and I didn't really expect them to. I don't know when their birthdays are. The more remote intimacy dominates our relationships, the more it can influence the most important relationship in our lives. As followers of Jesus Christ, we may know many things about Jesus, but it is in knowing Jesus himself that our lives are turned around. We can know Jesus in the words of Scripture, or in ourselves, or in the world about us. But we meet Jesus most fully in the lives of other people. When we only know things about them rather than knowing them, meeting Jesus is just that much harder. The tech just doesn't do a very good job transmitting the kinds of things that help us meet Jesus in other people. We were never meant to be hermits, living in isolation in the desert, or behind a computer screen, behind the wall of the tech. As followers of Jesus Christ, we follow somebody who spent his life breaking down walls. Walls between healthy and sick, between rich and poor, child and adult, Samaritan and Jew. In his death and resurrection, Jesus broke down the wall between life and death and new life. And now there's this new wall, a wall erected by the natural limitations of technology. Some of us who live most of our lives in the virtual world reside very comfortably behind this wall. How can we help Jesus break this one down?